Have you ever wondered about the end times? The book of Revelation, the final book of the Bible, is filled with prophecies and vivid imagery, and at its heart lies a mysterious scroll sealed with 7 seals. What secrets does this scroll hold? And what happens when these seals are broken? Today, we're embarking on a journey to uncover the facts behind the 7 seals of Revelation. Let us start in Revelation chapter 5. The Apostle John sees a scroll in the right hand of God, written on the inside and on the back, sealed with 7 seals. This scroll is so important that a mighty angel asks, "Who is worthy to open the scroll and to loose its seals?" No one in heaven or on earth was found worthy, causing John to weep. But then, an elder comforts him, pointing to the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Root of David. This is none other than Jesus Christ, who appears as a lamb that was slain. He alone is worthy to take the scroll and open its seals. The breaking of these seals unleashes a sequence of world-altering events, often interpreted as judgments upon the earth. As the lamb breaks the first seal, a rider on a white horse appears. Revelation 6 verse 2 says, "And I looked, and behold, a white horse. He who sat on it had a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he went out conquering and to conquer." This rider is often interpreted as a figure of conquest or deception. Some see him as the Antichrist, beginning his rise to power under the guise of peace, while others view him as a symbol of widespread military conquest, or even the victorious spread of the gospel. The white horse and crown suggest authority and victory, but the bow without arrows hints at a conquest achieved through intimidation or diplomacy, rather than open warfare. It's a powerful yet ambiguous start to the judgments. When the second seal is broken, the scene changes dramatically. Revelation 6 verse 4 describes it. "Another horse, fiery red, went out, and it was granted to the one who sat on it to take peace from the earth, and that people should kill one another, and there was given to him a great sword." This red horse and its rider are universally understood to represent war and bloodshed. Peace is literally removed from the earth, leading to widespread conflict. The great sword signifies the immense scale and destructive power of this warfare. This isn't just a minor conflict, it's a global state of violence, a direct consequence of the second seal's opening. Next, the Lamb opens the third seal. John writes in Revelation 6 verses 5 and 6, "I looked, and behold, a black horse, and he who sat on it had a pair of scales in his hand." A voice from the midst of the 4 living creatures says, "A quart of wheat for a denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius, and do not harm the oil and the wine." A denarius was a day's wage for a common laborer. This means a person would have to work an entire day just to afford enough wheat to feed one person, or enough barley, a less desirable grain, to feed a small family. This rider on the black horse clearly symbolizes famine and economic hardship. The instruction not to harm the oil and the wine suggests that the luxury items of the rich will remain untouched, highlighting a stark divide between the wealthy and the starving masses. It's a picture of severe scarcity and social inequality. The first 3 seals have brought conquest, war, and famine, but the 4th seal unleashes a combination of horrors. As it's broken, John sees a pale horse. Its rider's name is Death, and Hades follows close behind him. Revelation 6 verse 8 gives them power over 1/4 of the earth to kill with sword, with hunger, with death, and by the beasts of the earth. This pale horse, the color of a corpse, brings a culmination of the previous judgments. The rider, explicitly named Death, works alongside Hades, the realm of the dead. This isn't just one type of catastrophe, but a multifaceted assault on humanity, wiping out 1/4 of the world's population through war, starvation, plagues, and even wild animals. The scale of this devastation is staggering. After the terror of the first 4 horsemen, the opening of the 5th seal shifts the perspective from earth to heaven. Revelation 6 verse 9 shows John a vision of souls under the altar. These are the souls of those who had been slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held. They cry out with a loud voice, asking, "How long, O Lord, holy and true, until you judge and avenge our blood on those who dwell on the earth?" These are the martyrs, those who paid the ultimate price for their faith. In response, they are each given a white robe and told to rest a little while longer, until the full number of their fellow servants and brethren who were to be killed as they were was completed. This seal reveals the persecution of believers during this time and assures that God has not forgotten their sacrifice. Their cries for justice will be answered, but in God's perfect timing. The sixth seal brings cosmic chaos. When it's opened, there's a great earthquake. The sun turns black like sackcloth, the moon becomes like blood, and the stars fall from the sky to the earth. The sky itself recedes like a scroll being rolled up, and every mountain and island is moved from its place. The description in Revelation 6 verses 12 to 14 is one of total cosmic and geological upheaval. The reaction on earth is one of pure terror. Kings, commanders, the rich, the mighty, everyone, from every walk of life, hides in caves and among the rocks of the mountains. They cry out to the mountains and rocks, "Fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath has come, and who is able to stand?" For the first time, all of humanity recognizes that these events are not random acts of nature, but the divine judgment of God and the Lamb. Before the seventh seal is opened, there's an important interlude described in Revelation chapter 7. John sees 4 angels holding back the 4 winds of the earth, preventing them from blowing. Another angel ascends from the east, carrying the seal of the living God. He cries out to the 4 angels, telling them not to harm the earth, sea, or trees until they have sealed the servants of God on their foreheads. John then hears the number of those who were sealed, 144,000 from all the tribes of the children of Israel. This sealing is an act of divine protection, marking God's chosen servants to shield them from the judgments that are to follow. After this, John sees a great multitude, too numerous to count, from every nation, tribe, and tongue, standing before the throne, robed in white and holding palm branches, worshiping God. This shows that despite the tribulation, a vast number of people will come to faith. Finally, we arrive at the seventh seal. After the cosmic disturbances and the sealing of God's servants, there is a dramatic pause. Revelation 8 verse 1 says, "When he opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour." Imagine that. After all the chaos, the cries, and the praise, complete and utter silence fills the heavens. This silence is profound, pregnant with awe and anticipation for what is to come. It serves as a solemn prelude to the next, even more intense, series of judgments. This silence isn't an ending. It's the calm before the storm. The breaking of the seventh seal doesn't unleash an immediate judgment itself, but instead, it unrolls the next part of the scroll, revealing the 7 trumpet judgments, which we will explore in a future video. The 7 seals of Revelation paint a powerful and sobering picture of the end times, from conquest and war to famine, death, martyrdom, and cosmic collapse. They reveal a time of unprecedented tribulation, but also show God's ultimate sovereignty, his protection of his people, and the final victory of the Lamb. It's a complex and deeply symbolic prophecy that has fascinated and challenged believers for centuries. It reminds us that while the future may hold trials, justice will prevail, and God's plan will ultimately be fulfilled. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the 7 seals. It's a heavy topic, but one filled with important truths. If you found this exploration enlightening, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next video, where we'll look into the 7 trumpets. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Stay curious, and see you next time.